Hello students, today let us study chapter 1 Network Basics. Children's communication plays a vital role in human life. Every day people communicate with each other for sharing information, building relationships, running business and other operations. So, when you want to talk to your friends, when you want to say your friends, how do? You talk to each other. So that is the communication mode which you use, that is your mouth. Today let us see in this chapter what are the basics of data communication and networks. Means of communication. Communication is the process of sending and receiving spoken or written messages between people and places. So this communication, it is a process of sending and receiving any messages. Like in your WhatsApp, you get here you're texting and sending them, or you're sending any images, you're sending the voice notes. So this is the communication. The common means of communication are telegram, telephone, telex, fax, email, radio, television, newspaper, etc. So these are the common. Nowadays we are not using this telegram, telex, fax and all. At presently we are using emails, televisions, newspapers, radio, and now we are all upgraded to smartphones. The technological advances of the past few decades have made it possible to transmit printed messages, pictures, and even live performance to all corners of the world with speed through video conferencing and website. So, from past many years, our technology is improved so much. In fraction of seconds you can send a message, pictures, and you can do a live conference also. So over computer, radio, telephone, newspaper, cell phone, letter, television or TV, magazine. So these are some of the modes of communication. So what is a data communication? Data communication is the transfer of data or information between a source and a receiver through a transmission medium. So this means I am the sender and you are the receiver. I am sending the data to you over a transmission medium. Now the transmission medium is the air for us. The source transmits the data and the receiver receives it. Effectiveness of data communication system. The effectiveness of data communication system depends on the three fundamental characteristics, namely delivery, accuracy, and timeliness. Delivery. The system must deliver data to the correct destination and user. This means I am sending to you only, to you students, but it should be going to you only, you students. It cannot go to anyone else. I am sending to a particular person called Akash. It has to go to Akash only, not any Ashwin or anyone like that. Accuracy. The system must deliver data accurately. Data have been altered or corrupted during the transmission are useless. So now I am making a video and I am sending you. It has to accurately go to you. It must not be altered. So I am making a video of first chapter. It should not make any disturbance or any alteration. Then it is a useless data. Timeliness. The system must deliver data in timely manner. For example, the delivery of video or audio data needs to be done in the correct order or they are produced. Ordered they as produced without significant delay. Such a data delivery is called the real-time transmission of data. So now I'm doing a video for you people and audio. You can hear my voice, right? So that video should be matched with the audio and it should be correctly sent in the order which I am doing. I'm doing the video corresponding with the audio. So it has to match and go receive to you. If there is any, so I am showing the video here, but but the audio is being heard here, then it is a delay. So when it is correctly reaching you, then it is the real-time transmission of data. So here, this is the protocol. This is the sender protocol, receiver protocol. The sender is sending the message through the transmission media to the receiver. The receiver is receiving it. The transmission media may be Wi-Fi, air, anything. And the messages can be your audio, video, text, anything. Next, the data communication system is made up of 5 components: message, sender, receiver, medium, protocol. So these are the 5 components of data communication system. First one, message. It is the information or data to be communicated. It can consist of text, numbers, pictures, sound, video, or any combination of these. So message, you know what a message is. You are sending in WhatsApp, it may be text and it can have an image also. With image you can also text. You can send a video, audio, emojis, so many things. And a text, you can write your name, this is my number, and write the number. So you can combine these texts also. That is called message. Next, sender. It is the device or computer that generates and sends the message. So here I am the sender. I am sending you the video. So I am sending you the video. So I am the sender. Receiver. It is the device or computer that receives the message. The location of the receiver computer is generally different from the sender computer. See, I may be here and you are somewhere else, so the location may be different. I am in my home and you are in your home. The location is different. You are receiving the message, so you are called the receiver. Your mobile is the receiver. Medium. It is the channel or physical path through which the message is carried from the sender to receiver. The medium can be cable, wires, laser, radio waves, etc. So this medium is the communication medium through what the data is being, through what medium the data is being sent. So when you're calling your friend, you're talking in the phone. So how the data is transmitted? Before there were cable wires, now they're presently using optical wires, which is not seen, that is the air. It transmits through air. The medium which we are using it now currently is the air medium, that is the optic fibers. You will be studying in your higher classes. Before they used to communicate through cable wires, so they could not communicate so long distance through cable wires, so they shifted to optical fibers, lasers and radio waves. So you can talk at any long distance. You may be in one country and from different country your friend can call you and talk to you. Protocol. It is a set of rules that govern the communication between the device. both sender and receiver follow the same protocols to communicate with each other. So these protocols are it is the set of rules that is set by the government. The government has set some rules you have to follow. Both the sender as well as the receiver has to follow to communicate between the devices. Thank you, students.